To Italy now, where a whole bunch of transgender men are entering the Miss Italy pageant after a pageant rep said transgender women can't compete. All right, let me lay this out for you here. It's a little complicated. The organizer of the Miss Italy pageant said the pageant only allows people who were assigned a female gender at birth to be in the competition, meaning transgender women, men who became women, would be excluded. One transgender man named Federico saw this and thought, well, hey, I was born female, so he decided to enter the pageant under his birth name, Federica, even though he identifies as a man now. That moment then turned into a movement. One LGBTQ group shared his entry on Facebook, encouraging other transgender men to apply, and now more than 100 trans men have entered the pageant, with some even being called to the next stage of the competition. Let's bring in Ali Arouzi for more on this. Ali, what message does the trans community hope to be sending to pageant officials right now, and how is it being received?
Hey, Tom. Well, they're saying that these attitudes are outdated and the people trying to enforce them lack understanding. Federico Barbarossa, the trans activist who entered the pageant and started this whole campaign that went viral, says that he thinks beauty pageants try to exclude trans women, in part because they simply don't understand them or have a false idea of what it means to be trans. He said excluding trans women from beauty pageants or school sports sends the message that trans women are not women. And the result of that is transphobia. Let's take a listen to what Federico had to say.
They would never think that a trans person might even aspire to win a beauty pageant, because we're seen as this kind of three-headed monster. And I think a part of it is that so many people have never seen trans women or trans men or trans people in general.
But the patron of the Miss Italy beauty pageant, Patricia Mirigigliani, has not only defended the ban on transgender contestants, but also appeared to criticize other beauty pageants' efforts to welcome trans women. So it's a bit of a mess there, but nonetheless, it's all getting to a head with all these 100 men entering that competition.
So Italy just elected this far-right government, and that government has been hostile to gay and trans rights, to gay parents. So how is this protest being received among the broader population in Italy?
Well, I mean, look, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni denounced what she called gender ideology and the LGBT lobby during her campaign. Her government has barred same-sex parents from being listed on children's birth certificates, and they aren't if they're not biologically related, and she got elected. So her message resonated with many voters. Clearly, there's a divide in Italy on this issue. And of course, when government policies don't favor the LGBT community, it's easier for organizations not to make concessions or not to be inclusive. So it's become a very divisive issue. But as Barbarossa said, hopefully next time this will make them think better.
All right, Ali, thank you very much. Ali Arouzi is in London.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.